come on in. I'm going to share with you today what it actually means that your body is talking to you. Because I always say that, right? I always say, your body's always speaking to you. Are you listening? A lot of people don't know what that actually means. So I'm going to share that. I'm also going to share the importance of your body, how you cannot just heal from mindset alone. Hi, I'm Sarah Evangeline. I'm the founder of the Soul Talk method, where your body guides you, not your trauma. And I'm here to give you safety. I'm here to guide you into your most expansive timeline ever. I'm here to guide you back home to your body. And so if you're feeling disconnected, if you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling like there's something more for you, but you don't know how to get there, this video is for you. Okay? Already, if you said yes to one of those, your body's speaking to you. You're just not connected to it fully. And even more deeper, if you're someone who's sick and tired of just barely getting by, living in survival, maybe you've been in toxic relationship to relationship, you wake up with panic attacks, you wake up with this dread and gloom, you don't really feel valued or seen in this life. You keep getting stuck in patterns where it's not healthy, but you don't know how to trust yourself. You don't have the clarity. So come on in, come on. This is going to be a really good video for you to bring clarity, to bring awareness to your journey. I want you to start asking yourself, what do I actually want? What do you actually want? Have you ever allowed yourself to ask that? A lot of us haven't asked that. It was actually the breaking point for me in my journey of someone reflected that beautiful question to me when I finally admitted I wasn't okay. And I want you guys to know this. It is so normal. It is so normal to need help. But that's not normalized in our society. What's normalized in our society and culture is just get by, just get through, just pretend, just fake it until you make it. I hate that. I am not here to fake it till you make it. No, not about that. Faking it till you make it keeps you sick. Faking it till you make it keeps you disconnected. Faking it till you make it gives you a life where it can look really pretty on the outside, but on the inside, you're still at war with yourself. So if you're ready for a life where you don't have to fake it, where you're actually free in your body, you're in the right place. So I want you to ask yourself, what do I actually want? What do you actually want? Where in your life is there chaos? Where are you feeling the emotional inner turmoil within you? I get questions all the time about the healing journey, about healing after trauma. Because this is the thing is, you might not know your trauma, but you've got symptoms of it, like you can't trust yourself, you live in a lot of fear, you live in anxiety, you don't know how to trust your decisions. And the number one question, maybe it's not the number one, I have like 10 number one questions, but it's one of the top 10 that I get is, if I don't remember my trauma, can I heal it? If I don't remember my trauma, can I heal it? The answer is yes, you can. The answer is yes, you can. But here's the thing, your brain might not logically remember what happened to you, but your body always remembers. And this is where body work is so important. If you are trying to heal just with mindset, if you're sitting in therapy for years and you actually haven't moved past your trauma, red flag. You can live on the other side of your trauma and pain. Trauma does not have to be the rest of your story. If any therapist or guide has told you that, it's time to change. It's time to pick a new one. Because what's happening is when we go into a trauma response when we are kids or even in early adulthood, we go into survival mode, which is then living from our head only. So what your brain does to keep you alive, to keep you in survival, is it will suppress the memory because it was so unbearable for you. But where it gets stored is in the body. So if you're trying to heal with self-help and affirmations, those are helpful, but they're not going to actually get you to the root and move you past your pain. Because the trauma is stored here. The trauma is all stored in our nervous system, cellular level. which is why I want to invite you inside the Soul Talk method to get the formula to radically transform your life from your body outward. This is what I call the body up approach, and I think it really originated from the holistic psychologist, if you follow her. Thank goodness psychologists are now learning that we can't just heal from mindset. Psychology is learning that the body keeps the score and we need to address the body, not just the mind. So hallelujah, so happy about that. But let me break it down for you, because yes, your body is always speaking to you. Your body holds the trauma. That's a lot of the times when you get triggered, it's coming from the body. Not always, but most of the time it's going to come from the body, because you could have suppressed the whole memory. But the emotions of it, trauma comes back as an emotion. Trauma does not come back always as a memory. It comes back as an emotion. You could literally be walking down the aisle of a grocery store and a smell comes from a stranger, and it brings your body right back to the trauma, because maybe it was the same smell that was nearby the room that the abuse happened, for example. You don't have to logically remember, but your body does, okay? So your body is going to be showing you the inner turmoil, showing you the chaos. It's holding it all. Like, let me simplify it for you again, okay? When you're a child and mom or dad abuses you, it could be neglect, it could be saying you're stupid, or it could be something as drastic as sexual abuse. You then, as a child, in order to survive as a child, you go into freeze mode. Your body literally freezes. So now as an adult, 20, 30, 50 years later, your body's still not completed from the trauma. This is why body work is so important. Your body has literally learned to survive. It's coping really well. I'm sure you're coping so well, right? That's the thing. We hold it together. We know, our trauma survivors, we know how to hold it all together with chaos. Some of us are masters at holding it all together, getting success, having abundance, having these spiritual things flow in, creating the business, but we're holding it all together with all this chaos. And I'm here to invite you into a way of life where you can let the chaos go and still have everything you want and more, because the chaos is not attached to it. But you as a child, you go into survival mode where your body has not moved out of that state, even if it's 60 years later. And it's time to get out of that state. It's actually time, it's time to give your inner child that completion so that you can actually go and live your life and have peace and wake up without that dread, to trust yourself, to love and be happy with your life, okay? So that's what's going on. Now here's the twofold, because healing is a twofold, where it holds the trauma, but your body also holds your wisdom, your inner knowing, your intuition, your creativity, your purpose, what you're here to live out in this lifetime. It's also stored there. So chances are you've had glimmers of it. Chances are this part of you's been speaking too. Guys, I was in the depths of life. I was in the dark night of the soul. I did not want to live anymore. I remember looking at my reflection in the mirror going, how do we get out of this? Because it was so unbearable. I hated myself. Looked really good on the outside. Had just written my book. And then life came crumbling down, because this is the thing, is the longer we leave the emotional inner turmoil, it will catch up with you. It's like you leaving a pot to boil and you go outside and you forget about it. It's going to boil over. You cannot avoid it. It only gets you so far. And so this is the thing, is I was in my own darkness, didn't leave my house for months. No one really knew the pain that I was going through. I had no idea how I was going to get out, and I was terrified. But I had this small voice within me saying, Sarah, you're made for more. Sarah, keep going. This isn't the end of your story. And so you can have both parts playing out within your body of the emotional inner turmoil that's keeping you stuck, keeping you disconnected, keeping you in fear, keeping you in limited points of view. And you also have the part of you that's full of wisdom, full of purpose, that's like, let's go, let's go, let's go. Okay? Now, through my healing method, I guide you to become free in your body through a simple 4-step process, but it's a profound process. It regulates you on the nervous system cellular level so you can shift and actually move past the trauma, okay? And the more that you do this, because a lot of you grew up in inconsistency. A lot of you grew up in inconsistency. A lot of you grew up in emotional unsafety. A lot of you grew up with this, your emotions were not safe, so you suppressed them. And then you carried mom and dad's emotions. You saw that they weren't okay. You saw that they hadn't dealt with their shit. You saw them in their pain, and because you loved them so much, they were your source of love, you took on their pain and you suppressed your own. Yeah. So with the one-to-one support that I give you as well, we untangle that. It's so fundamental. It's so fundamental, but I give you a consistent, simple method with one-on-one support with me so that you can actually move through and recalibrate on your nervous system level, which is then the body up approach comes in where, yeah, mindset does matter. Those affirmations, the self-help, then they come in. Okay, but you've got to get in your body first. So your body's always speaking to you, always. What is it saying? Where's there chaos? Where are you not free? Where are you not free? Where are you carrying emotional pain? Where are you faking it? It's time to stop that. It's time to come home to who you are. No more needing to escape who you are. Reclaiming your voice, knowing how to speak up, trusting yourself, waking up with ease instead of anxiety. I want to guide you to that. And most likely, if you're still watching this, there's a part of you that already knows that you need this. It's been urging you. It's been urging you. It's been urging you. I'm going to guide you, but you're the only one that can actually take the step and give it to yourself. So will you? I will be with you every step of the way. What you are receiving is you receive the Soul Talk method. You get lifetime access to the method. You invest in 4 months working with me one-on-one, where I guide you one-on-one through these activations, recalibrating the nervous system. And honestly, everything else comes after that. Do you want confidence? Do you want a different career? Do you want a healthy relationship? All of that's going to come in too. But the foundation is creating freedom here. Because everything you desire is on the other side of the parts within you that you have not met yet. And it's okay if you don't know how. It's okay if you don't know how. That's where I come in. I know it's overwhelming. I know some of you have tried everything and nothing seems to be working. This is going to work. This is the solution. This is the value. I also have clients who've been to therapy for years. This gives them more results in a few months than years of therapy. Again, because you're not just going to be talking about it. Yes, you need a safe place to talk. Yeah, Lynette. Thank you, Lynette. Lynette is one of my amazing, amazing clients. And the breakthroughs that she's had, phenomenal. And they're for you too, in your own way. We need to get you back home in your body, connected to this space, and the shifts are going to happen. Lynette, she'll say it. The life that she's living in now, she didn't think was possible a few months ago when I met her. When I was sitting in the depths of my pain and my darkness, I didn't think it was possible either. But I urge you to listen to the small part of you that knows you're made for more. That knows that this pain and trauma can't be the end of your story. You know it. You know it. I know you're terrified. I know it's a step in the unknown. There is a financial commitment. But what's it costing you not to do it? What's it costing you not to do it? It's honestly, it's the best thing that you can give yourself. For the future that you want as well. And for me, the next years of my life are going to be the best years. Once you do this method, 4 months from now, completely transformed from the inside out, as within, so without. You cannot do this work chasing things outside of you, grasping things outside of you. It will not work. It will give you band-aids. We are not here. I am not a coach to give you a band-aid fix. That is not what I'm about. I'm here to help guide you, transform you at the root level, because there is life for you after this pain that someone else gave you. Okay? I think I had something else I was going to say, but it's gone now. Yeah, Lynette says 40 years of pain and there's finally freedom. You're not too late. Do not buy into that society programming that once you hit 60, it's all over for you. Absolutely not. I have clients in their 60s, even one in their 70s. They're going to be going on to live the best years of their life. So, your body is always speaking to you. And most likely, this is the part that you've been craving for. That you've been like, there's something missing. I'm here with you. And only you can give it to yourself. Only you can take the step. So I'm inviting you, if this resonates, if you want to even just learn more details, ask some questions, send me a message. Send me a message. Share with me what's going on in your journey. Share with me where you're feeling stuck. Share with me what you've tried. I'm going to listen to you. I'm going to give you a safe space. And I'm also going to call you forward. I'm also going to call you forward because I know that this works and I know that you need it. And I know that you've waited long enough. I already want to see you in your highest self-worth. And it's possible for you. So, send me a message. Let me know who you are. Let me know what's going on for you. Introduce yourself. I'm so excited to meet you. And then I'll share with you the next step where we'll take this and share details with you and share with you the process of how it is to get started. But, you know, ask yourself the question, who do you want to become 4 months from now? 4 months from now, waking up with ease, having healthy relationships that actually value and see you, trusting your decisions, being so connected to your purpose. Let's go. Let's go. I'm so excited to meet you. Sending you guys love. Listen to your body.